Good evening, guys. Running just a minute late. This is Devonna with Handmade with Heart by Devonna. Saturday night crafting, guys. I'm gonna find myself on my other device. If you're catching this part, you might be catching the replay. If the red live button is not on, just hashtag replay and I'll come back and greet you. Just gonna pull myself up so I can see some comments, hopefully. Okay. Better cut my volume off, right? There we go. Hello, I got some people on here. Wow, thank you guys. Okay, it's not showing me live on my device here. Let me try again. What are you guys doing? Give me just a minute and I'll chat with you. My device is not working. Let me go out. What are you guys into? Hello, Sylvia, Rue, Teresa. I'm having trouble this week, guys. Trouble. Come on, Devonna, where you at? There we are. Marcella, good evening. You're new to my page, I think, right? Hi, Beth. Greg is on here too, I think, Beth. Hi, Debbie. See who else we got here. Hi, Gregory. I'm going to wait and give everybody a chance to hop on. I hope you guys are not in a hurry tonight because I've got lots of things going on. And you know what? I don't know if I got all of my paintbrushes or not. I washed them last night and I did not. I could have swore I brought them over here. We'll just have to work with what we got. Yeah, it is finally, my second device, Teresa, wasn't showing the live button. I don't know what was going on with it. So, what have you guys been into today? Hi, Tanya. What are you doing today? I'm trying to get myself all ready to do this, and I have got so many different things that I'm wanting to do with, and it's not a really big project, but it's going to take a lot of stuff to do it. Hi, Tracy. Thank you, Marcella. We're so glad you're here. Welcome in. So, I'm trying to decide in what order I want to do all this. I hope y'all are in. Get your coffee, whatever you like to drink. You might need a snack. I'm using milk paint again. Remember last night when I done my primitive pumpkins, I could not find the lantern. I'm wanting to use the milk paint in the lantern. Just hanging out. Well, Tanya, I normally do Saturday Night Lives. I don't know if you knew that on my page. I like to do events a whole lot. I really enjoy events. But I meant to put water in this first. I find the water in it first works better, but we may have to do it backwards because I've already started. I do like to do events. I really enjoy events. But I like going live on my page too because I am a slow crafter. And trying to decide how much I need. And on your own page, you know, you got a little bit more leadway there with your time. Not many crafters on tonight, so take all the time you want. Thank you, Teresa. And so what I'm going to do first, and I spilled my milk paint. I like to let my milk paint sit for just a minute. And so I'm thinking, let's do that first. We are using the foam clay tonight. I normally don't go over like the tablespoon, but I did just a little bit. Hello, Tanya. Thank you. Hi, Priscilla. Well, it shouldn't be that hard what I'm doing, but I'm using so many different textures. It's going to take me a minute to do it. So I am wanting to use foam clay tonight. And my molds, I have got impression cookie cutters. I'm using some milk paint. I'm using some folk art paint. Yep, folk art paint. Maybe even some Dixie Belle paint. Oh, I got me a new wax, paste wax that I've been wanting to use, the Chocotique. Is that the way you say it? I've got that. Now my comments are not scrolling. Hello, Miss Sylvia. So before I forget, we're going to do something fun tonight. I was hoping to see if some more people... Let's give it just another minute, because we got plenty of time, and then I will allow some time every weekend for reading scripture and updates. I would be up for that, Tanya. I think that would be cool. I actually thought about starting... You know how when I first started my page and I couldn't go live and I was so impatient that I started doing the reels every morning before work? And then I kind of haven't been doing them as much because where I do lives. Well, it does help your page to do reels. And so I have been, especially with everything going on here, not been doing the morning lives. And I almost feel like that for 5 minutes I'm just bothering everybody because I'm only hopping on there for a minute. Hello, Diana. Thank you, Debbie, for sprinkling. So I may start going back to rotating it a little bit and doing a couple lives, a couple mornings, and then a couple reels to kind of break it up. Hello, Tasha. And where was I going with that? Oh, I thought about on Sunday mornings going out, if I could get myself up early enough before church, and doing a little Sunday morning hello, and just a little small scripture read and say a little something. I don't know, I'm thinking about it. I think it would be good for me. So if you all are interested in that, for you newbies or ones that doesn't realize or know, I do have the, hi Deborah, the Telegram. If you want to subscribe to that, it's at the top of my page. And all it is kind of like Messenger. I'm trying to make sure I stir this real good. To where I sent out a notification. I usually do it 15 minutes before I'm going live. Just saying, hey, I'm going live in 15. And you can mute it to where, you know, you don't have to hear it all the time. And I don't blow it up. I'm thinking about it. I really am thinking about it, Tanya. But Tanya, I have Telegram if you want to subscribe to that so you'll know and not miss me. But basically, I only post on that when I'm going live. And every now and then, if I have to cancel or something like that, I will put in there. So the ones that subscribes, I feel like would want to know. So, okay, we're going to let that. I'm real bad to spill this. I found these little glass bowls at the Dollar Tree, and that's what I've been mixing. Hello, Karen. Well, my church starts at 10, so I would probably do it. I'm going to have to discipline myself. I'll have to decide on that because I could go ahead and get ready for church and then do it 8:45-ish, maybe. That way I could have 20 or 30 minutes, not quite that long, probably 15 minutes to do it. So I've got my milk paint and lantern. Hello, Stephanie. Sitting. So I've got that. So I'm going to put this over here. So yeah, we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and mention this, and then I'll have to say it again if I get quite a few more people hopping on. But I want to do something fun tonight. I have not did a Happy Mail giveaway in a while. And I have an idea of what I want to do. And I got Greg involved in this. So what I've done instead of me, and I would appreciate y'all sprinkling me out. Sprinkle me out, please. I would appreciate that so much. It helps my page grow, and I am very appreciative of that. So, but instead of me, what I usually do is go count everybody that sprinkled me out and put it on the wheel to draw. And I don't care to do that, but I thought I might do something a little different tonight. So I asked Greg to pick me a number between 1 and 100. And I don't even know what the number is. He wrote it down. So before we quit tonight, yes, Stephanie, we are doing Saturday night crafting. Miss Stephanie likes my Saturday night crafting. So before we go off tonight, I want to let y'all start posting in the comments when towards the end. And whoever gets the closest with, let's see, I may even do it whoever gets the closest, whether it's over or under. Let's think on that. And the first comment I see on my end, because you know how the lag is, I have to go by what I see on my end. But I will give Happy Mail away. And I want to give Miss Sylvia, you on here, right? Thank you, Melissa, a shout out because she did something really nice. She sent me some Happy Mail that I could use. Let me get my paper towels because my table's wet. I promise I'll start crafting in a minute. She sent me some Happy Mail, and I told her that since she sent me so much of it that I would give back with it, and I had not done that yet. So what I'm going to do, she sent me a ton of these burlap bags that you can craft with. So what I did is I filled it full of goodies. She also sent me a boatload of cheesecloth. So I filled this with some goodies to craft with. And when we do the drawing tonight, yeah, we'll do it towards the end. If I get carried away with the project, say drawing or something. And what we'll do is when I say that, we'll start it, and then at that point you'll pick a number, and then whoever I see first, and then we'll open it up. Hi, Becky. And then we'll do it. Isn't this nice? And thank you, Sylvia. But you can craft with this, and then it's going to have craft supplies in it. So somebody's going to win this tonight, and I'm so excited for that. Hi, Stacy. All right. So if you're just hopping on, I've got milk paint satin ready to go. Yes, it was Tracy. Very sweet of her to do. She had a stash of it, and she asked me if I would want some of it, and of course I did. So, okay, we got that. Okay, we are going to do... Now, I got this from Amazon. I am an affiliate with Robin, Tanya now, with Robin's Branch Crafts for the foam clay. And my affiliate code is HEART10, and it's pinned at the top of my page with the link to her Etsy shop to shop. So you can save 10% by using my code if you're interested in foam clay. But I had ordered this from Amazon. It's the white. So we're going to be painting it tonight. But when I get my order in, I'm going to have colors so I won't have to paint them. And I'm super excited to get my order in. So for tonight, we're going to use this. We're also going to use, if you all were here for my fail with my crow, we're going to use my crow. I did save him. I forgot to spray my impression cookie cutter. And I put my clay in it, and like I never got it out. And I actually broke a little bit of his wing on it, so he may have a little spot that's not too good. So we're going to use this. I've got my sunflower mold from Amazon. And I went ahead and sprayed these, and I probably oversprayed them, but I would rather overspray them than underspray them because I don't want my clay to stick. And I actually feel like that in the center of that needs a little dab more. I'm just using cooking spray. And I'm going to spray that just a little bit more. So that'll be ready because we're going to do these next. I'm probably spraying them too much. I'm new at this impression cookie cutters, and it's going to take me a minute. Yeah, the crooked leg crow, Stephanie. Well, tonight we're going to see if I can figure out how not to make it crooked. So I think the next thing, and look, let me just show you. I've already did one sunflower. This is with the foam clay. And if I get to talking too much and take too much time, we may use this. I just wanted to show you how to use the foam clay. And then, see, I also did the little half sunflower, the little leaf. I did all of it. And then this is a cookie cutter impression sunflower. I know it's hard to see it where it's not painted. It's so lightweight, but I'm not using this one tonight. I just wanted to show it to you. But isn't that pretty? We may end up having to use that. So, we're also going to use a cutting board. And yes, this is a rooster or a chicken rooster stencil, but we're not using all of that. And I meant to take these off. Let me do that real quick. I will need my glue tool, so I'm going to cut that on. I told you I had lots of things. Is that clay ribbon branch? Magnolia on Madison Creations. I know your name, but it's not coming to me right now. This is not Tanya's, but I do have Tanya's coming because I'm an affiliate with her now. I had ordered the white from Amazon when I started seeing a lot of people use it, and I wanted to try it. And then I was honored to be able to be an affiliate with Tanya. So I have an order coming, and I will be using hers, and I want to get the colored one so I don't have to paint it. But this one came from Amazon. Hi, Deb. I did figure the crow thing out. Yeah, I figured it out. I was new to the impressions. And I did a couple cents and did it way better, so. That came off pretty easy. I got this cutting board from Walmart. I would like to find some cutting boards that's not so pricey, which this one wasn't bad. I got it in my grocery pickup today from Walmart. I think it was like $7 or $8. I would really love to get some cutting boards. It don't have to be quite this thick either. I don't want the flimsy ones, but I got this one from Walmart. So let me think here. We're gonna do this next. That's okay, Rue. You enjoy them grandbabies. Okay, so here's your foam clay. And I honestly don't know how much I need. So we're just going to see. I may have to get in there twice. You are supposed to work it. My comments are not scrolling again. Bose was my favorite before. Well, good. I actually like it, but I am looking forward to using the colored ones. Melissa, what do you keep finding at the thrift shops? What did I miss there? My comments was not scrolling. So, Tanya's my teacher. So, Tanya, if you see me doing something wrong, you tell me. Yeah, Tanya, I've got better at the cookie impressions now. I don't think I'll have a web foot on my crow tonight. So, I'm just working my clay. Oh, the cutting boards. Yeah, I'm in an area that does it. I don't have a whole lot of success with thrift shopping. Our Goodwills, we just don't have a lot around here. I'm serious, Tanya. Say stop. Do something different. Tell me if I'm doing it wrong. I think you're supposed to work this for 30 seconds. I do know that one thing I forgot to get out is my little rolling tool. So I'm going to reach behind me here. Hi, Jamie. Well, Jamie, we're going to see what I can do with the cutting board tonight. Let me see if I can find my little rolling pin thing. I'm trying to get more organized. Okay. So if y'all just hopped on, I am doing a giveaway tonight, some Happy Mail. We'll do it towards the end a little bit, so if you'll hang out with me. And if I missed anybody when they're coming in, I do appreciate y'all being here. And I've not learned yet. I have done this crow 3 or 4 times, but I'm not real sure yet. We'll just learn together. Like how thin to make my clay. My comments just don't scroll down here, guys. Hi, Miss Tammy. How are you? Hi, Carrie. Hi, Donna. I can see my comments up there, but where my ring light's on, it's so bright. It's hard to read them real good. Oh, Tanya, the cutting boards. Well, to be honest, Tanya, me and Greg's talked about it since we're going to start our woodworks back up a little bit. We are going to do that. We're going to do it a little bit different and not stress about it. Greg got sick right in the middle of us starting that, and I panicked out. So he did say he thought he could make these for me. So that might be something I put on my want list. Jamie, it doesn't look like a bomb right here, right now, but if I zoomed out, oh yeah, it looks like a bomb. The regular rolling pin on the clay, I'm going to say no. Well, Tanya, I just need to watch more of your videos to learn about it more. I feel like it needs to be, this is a little set that I got from Amazon. I guess it's like silicone or glass. I don't know what this is. Plastic, I guess. But I think the wood would stick to it. Am I right, Tanya? The wood would stick, the clay would stick to the wood rolling pin and it would not come back off, right? This, it comes off. So I've got spray on my crow, and I'm going to mash him down in my clay. It may be too thick still. Am I doing this right, guys? Because I sure did it backwards the last time. And then when I put this on top of it, now this is the one that I about tore up. I may have to order me another cook impression on this small one because I just about broke it trying to get the clay off of it because I didn't spray it. Yeah, the wood it's going to stick to it and it's not going to come off. And I don't know why I feel the need to stand up when I'm doing this. I think I've got my clay too thick. So look here, if I'm right and I see I got way too much clay out to even do this, look how easy that's coming around and pulling off. And I say that and then watch it not be pretty, but let's see if I can do it. Yep, see? We can reuse that. Now here's the one thing I'm not sure about. Let me get my little tools out. It has like a little hole here in the middle. This is where I messed up and broke his leg off. So I probably can do it after I take the outside off too, but let me just see if I can get some of this off while I've got the outside of it on there. I think it'll be easier. This is just so easy to work with. Or I think it is. I like it a lot. And I am one, I can honestly say, have used air dry clay, resin. I've tried it all. I like it all. I love the fast casting resin. I've tried different brands of the clay. The DOS I like. Form Flex, it stays flexible. I like that. This kind of reminds me of the Form Flex because it's so light. So see, I'm kind of just digging that out a little bit and seeing if that'll help me make it pretty when I take this off. All right. So then we're going to take this off. Don't break off legs. See, I feel like something didn't take right. Hang on. I may have hurt this impression when I didn't spray it. Let me see if I can turn him over and get him. Please don't break, little leg. See, I'm having trouble with these legs. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with the cookie cutter, but we're gonna make him work. Maybe I shouldn't have cleaned that out before I done this. You think I messed up there? I can't get his legs to pop out. We're gonna do it until we get it right, if that's all I get done. Okay. See, he done fine. I'm tempted to use the big one. I think I messed this one up when I didn't put the, it stuck, and I had that sprayed. Wonder what I done wrong. Let's see if I can dig this out. I don't want to spend all night doing my mold, and I should have cast it I should have did one of them to have it ready just in case. Well, we may not have it with this one. I wonder if where I messed up with this one to begin with. But the other one is so much bigger, I don't know if it will fit on my board. Let me show you. Let's decide. Yeah, he's gonna be too big. We have to make this one work. We have to make it work. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I didn't spray. The legs does not have a lot of indentation in them. If we have to, I'll just take the legs off of it and it'll look like he's, you know, perched on top of the sunflower. But I'm not happy with this one at all. The body of it's okay, but part of it did not do good at all. Well, I'm disappointed in that. You know what? I might have not sprayed this part good enough. Maybe that's where I messed up. Roll out your clay and spray your impression part, then push it into the clay and pull out. Then get your cookie cutter and line it up and cut it. Pull the extra clay away and then pull off. I think I didn't spray. Roll out your clay, spray your impression part, which I did, and then push it in the clay. Then get your cookie cutter and line up. But the cookie cutter's the part that's got the clay on it that it's stuck. That's the part that's got me confused. This is the part that it seems to be sticking to. Well, this is my craft tonight, guys. If I can't get the crow to work, then we ain't got a craft. I mean, it's his legs that, well, his face don't look too good either. Didn't we already have this craft where I mishapped with the crow once? I'm wanting to knock. What do you want to tell me, Deb? See, I had both of these sprayed. I just don't know if I didn't spray it enough. I sprayed it, but I'm wondering if I didn't get the feet part of it sprayed. If I have to, I'll continue on with the sunflower and just not do the crow part, because I think I could add it later, because I can't spend all night cleaning this off. I'm sorry. Pull the impression out before you use the cutter. Really? So, clay's down, you put this on it and do the impression, you raise this up and then cut it. So that's what I done wrong. Well, I just feel bad that you all are hopped on here. I've got 42 eyeballs watching me mess up. You know what I'm going to do? Just because I don't think I can do this. I'm not going to have enough time to get it clean. And it's okay. It'll be okay. I'm going to do the big one. We're going to get a crow done. And I can't use that one on my craft tonight. My cutting board's not big enough. I don't think this had to be done that way again, but I will at least hopefully get a pretty crow, and I can use it somewhere else. And then we may just go with the sunflower I already got, because I still got lots to do. And I promise I will practice more and get better at this. 5:15 a.m. All right. So, this one's going to be bigger because the crow's bigger. I wished I had ordered the small impression cookie cutter. I think I ordered the medium and the large. And I wished I had got the small. I didn't know what size I would want. And I know this is not even, but as long as the crow fits, is what matters. And it may just be where that got that stuck on it. I may have damaged it. See, I don't have enough. So let's see if I can make this thinner. Well, I hope you're not, Teresa. I promise I'm going to learn how to do this. Doing something new. I'm proud of you. It's going to be beautiful. Well, I'm going to learn how. I'm not going to give up. And maybe there's something that I'm doing that'll help you all know what not to do. I think that'll be enough. So I'm going to push this down. No, we're going to spray it. We are going to spray it again. I don't care if it looks greasy when we get done. I would rather have too much than not enough. Because we're going to paint him anyway. All right. You almost threw all your stuff away before you got that down. Well, this is just different. I'm used to molds. And with molds, you put the clay down on top of it and mash it down. You know, this is just different for me. And I can't wrap my head around. So you all are saying, see, I've got way too much. So you're saying mash this down really good to get the impression. And here I've got black on it, but that's okay. I need a... I got the black from my paint on my hands and on my mold. I wonder if that's good enough. A few times to learn impression cutters too. Exact same thing I was doing. So now I'm going to lift this off. Yes. I'm not moving it until somebody tells me yes. I've pushed down. I've got my impression. Now I'm going to lift this off. Correct? Somebody answer me. Lift the impression off now and then put this down on top. Is that correct? Okay. What if it don't take the whole impression? I can't put it back down, can I? He's got a black nose already. I'm really not sure how I done that. And then I have to line this up to cut that out. Hey, I'm Saturday night entertainment. If I'm nothing else, I'm Saturday night entertainment. Okay, I'm going to spray this. Honey, we need to put cooking spray on the grocery list. Am I doing this right? Somebody say yes. No, I think the cutter goes first and then the impression. Oh, if I've done this wrong, I'm not redoing it. I'll cut him out. My husband's in there laughing at me. Now this is going to work. I feel it. It's going to work. This is fun. Even if I'm messing it up big time, it's fun. See, I love learning new things. I'm like a kid on Christmas morning. Come on, little crow. Now, it's got a little bit of, just a little bit. So what I'm going to do, you got to put this back in here so it won't dry out. Oh, goodness. I know why you all tune in. Y'all tune in to see what I'm going to be messing up now. All right, so I don't think I need that. And I'm going to use my little tool. He's not bad looking, guys. He's not bad. The problem is this is the big one, and I feel bad that I can't put it on my my project tonight. I think he'll be too big for it. But at least we're going to know what he looks like. He's got a black mark on his nose, and I don't really know why. That is sticking on my board. I should have sprayed this. Just scoop him up. Now this is very, you know, pliable. You have to be very careful. It's delicate. And you can paint this as soon as you cast it. But you have to be careful. You can't like mash down too hard. When you do fast casting resin and it dries up, it's hard. And when you paint it, you can mash down on it and it wouldn't ruin the impression. But this, it takes it a little while to get pliable. I'm not going to waste any little dab of my clay. I'm going to put that little bit back in here. His legs are so delicate. Can you see him? Ain't he cute? So, even though I'm not going to be able to use you tonight, we're going to put you over here and let you be drying out. And we'll put that back there. And I'm going to throw that away. Trying to make some room here to move on to my next thing. I am going to try to figure this out, and if not, I'll just order me another one. I messed him up. All right. So, my milk paint should be doing pretty good now. Actually, it looks like I made it a little on the thin side. I'm going to add just a little bit more. I'm using Lantern milk paint. I feel like it's a little too thin. I did it, Debbie. What y'all think about me? A year ago, well, really, to be honest, when I first started my page, if I had did this tonight, I'd already gave up and about cried. Because I'm so hard on myself and I'm a perfectionist. I'd have been like, now I just kind of get tickled at myself. And just laugh it off. So we're going to use the sunflower that I already cast it. Or well, I guess it ain't casting when it's clay, is it? Thank you all guys. I promise that I did do it. It's very tedious when you do this with it. You know, you can't go down and do the impression. So basically I wrote it out. I put it down on it. And then I took my little roller and wrote it and pressed it down in the clay. Now the negative to, in my opinion, especially when it's all the detail, is it's hard to know where your impression is versus where it's not. So what I done was just rolled that out, got the impression really good, got it out, and then I took my, I'm gonna lay this to the side because we don't need it. Then I took my tool, and then I just trimmed off the clay. And that's one thing about this foam clay, it's very, very pliable. You can work with it, and it's very easy to work with. So that's how I got this, is by going in and just kind of just cutting out anything excess so I would have all of my little flower. So, if I can get this paint mixed up. Now I do want to try with the foam clay. I want to do a lot of different stuff with it. But now this whole thing with the little characters and the faces and stuff, that is like definitely out of my comfort zone. But a year ago, doing resin was out of my comfort zone, and I can do resin. So I'll just have to play around with it and see. Now my biggest thing with this milk paint is I struggle with getting it mixed up. I don't know why. And I add it to it, so I may have to add a little water. I promise we're going somewhere in just a minute. I probably ought to put my apron on now. My Greg told me the pretty soon you'll be a pro at it. I think it's anything else. It does take practice, and you got to be okay with when you have a mishap with it. That's how you learn. If you never, one reason I started my page was because I just love crafting. I just love everything about it. But when I first started, and I know I've told this to a lot of people, I was so unsure that I could do it that I gave up and quit before I even got started. And then I waited 2 or 3 years, and I picked it back up again in the spring of last year, in 2025. And I just started watching other creators, and I would duplicate them and do everything just like they did. And that built my confidence. And then I would get outside of my of doing that and start trying to create on my own. And that helped me a lot. And so starting my page, I want to inspire somebody else, especially somebody that doesn't think that they can do it either. Where do you get your molds from? Well, Beth, I buy them from everywhere. I've got probably about 8 or 9 or 10 of the ILD molds. I buy them from Amazon. And then the cookie impression cutters is from Crafty Man. So you just have to be willing to keep trying. And when you fail and mess up, just keep trying. All right, so let's do this next. I think I'm going to go in with, I've got the vintage mustard that we used on the pumpkins, and I've also got the summer porch. I'm tempted to mix both of them. Which color do you all think will work for the sunflower? Now the middle of it is going to be burnt umber. I'm going to do that burnt umber, and I'm going to probably wax this a little bit and darken it, because of course this is going to be primitive. But which color, because this is all I got on the yellows, which one of these do y'all think I should use? The lighter one or the darker one? I got vintage mustard and the summer porch I've not used. We may have to get it out and start using it. Let's do that. Let's open both of them. And you want to do lives, but you're scared to fail. I admire your strength. Stephanie, I'll be right there with you, rooting you on, girlfriend. You go ahead and do that live. That's one thing about the crafting community for the most part. Everybody is so encouraging and uplifting. I don't think nobody's going to make fun of you. If they do, I don't know if they make fun of me. You think the darker? And, okay, then let's not even open this one. You just do you. That's all I know to tell you. You do you. And I think if you're having fun and having a good time, people is going to realize that. Let me get something just real quick. I don't want to have to keep wiping this. So I'm going to get me a piece of wax paper down. But I encourage you to not let fear stop you from trying. If that's something you think you want to do, I can't wait to see this. Oh, I love this color, just by the way. This vintage mustard, we used it on my pumpkin blocks last night. And I absolutely, no we didn't. We used this on my candy corn. This would be pretty on the pumpkin blocks though, wouldn't it? Slip the cutter down over it and press it and peel the... It worked for me, Tanya. That's probably what I'm going to start doing because it worked. And that's the thing about... That's the one thing that and maybe because I'm just new at the foam clay, I do prefer to do this ahead of time and let it set up. Especially with all these little intricate details. Because if you press too hard and it's newly done, you're going to lose your image. Honey, Stephanie, you message me anytime you want, sweetheart. I am doing pretty good with my anxiety right now. I have, days that it's harder than others. And there's no rhyme or reason sometimes on what causes it to get worse. But I do sympathize with anybody that has it. Isn't that pretty? Can y'all see it? Now, I'm going to have to go with a smaller brush, I think. I just wanted to get some on this. Yeah, this is probably, and I'm normally not a yellow person. I don't normally like yellow. You know what? I'm not going to worry so much about getting it on the middle because I'm going to be going back over that with the darker. I'm just going to get it in there really good. But early on, I fell in love with molds. And I watched a lot of creators and a lot of techniques and a lot of different clay. And I really enjoy doing molds. And I like the idea that you can use the foam clay on the molds as well as the cookie impressions. So let's go in with a little bit smaller paintbrush. I am doing candy corn orders right now. I've got a couple orders. Sylvia, I've about got yours done. I ran out of time today. I love making candy corn. See how the little paintbrush is just going in, if you can see it, and getting all the little details around the outside edges. But now see, if I was doing this on the newly casted one, you would not be able to push down that hard because you would lose your impression. If I'm right. And since I'm putting this on a flat surface, then it was okay that I had this cast it 2 or 3 days ago, and I'm just now using it. Because you can form this around a circle while it's setting up and drying. And I've got one over here that I thought about putting on a bottle or a jar. Little bit more. Tanya, what does heat do to can I like dry my paint as long as I don't put a lot of heat on it and it ain't gonna mess the clay up? I assume that you can. We're gonna do it anyway, I think, unless you say no, no, no. Because I do need to get this dried up and so I can pick it up and get around the outside edges, but I love that color. Love it, love it, love it. It's not failing when you're crafting with friends. Pivot or paint. That's exactly right, Tanya. And you all have been here for numerous fails for me. And that just makes me know that it's okay. I don't have to stress about it or be embarrassed about it. See, I want to pick it up so I can get around the corners. That's the only thing about a sunflower mold is, you know. But now see, if I have the yellow clay, when I get me another order started with my clay, with Ribbon Branch Crafts, I can order the yellow. And I won't have to paint it. And then I can just go in and paint the easy part with the dark. So see, that'll be good. Okay. Just making sure I'm getting all of the little nooks and crannies. You look at it and you think you got it, and then you look again and you realize that you don't. Guys, try to hang with me as long as you can, and we are going to do a drawing for a Happy Mail giveaway at the end of the craft. I've got Greg helping me with that. He's going to help me with it. We're going to put wax on this too, I think. So if I do miss a spot or two, I'll just go in with the wax. So I think that's good. But for now, we're going to set that to the side. We're going to go in with burnt umber. As long as, what did she say about my, as long as it's not too hot? Yeah, I tried to like not get real close to it. Now I'm just going to do this because I'm using these wax papers, and we're going to try that. Okay. The only thing is, Tanya, this is not a cookie impression. This is a mold. I might can make it work, but where this is an actual mold, I don't know. I'd have to play with that to see if that would work. But I get what you're saying. I love these two colors together. Is that not nice? I'm just going to do a little bit right there and soak that in. But yeah, I'm looking forward to using some of the colors. Okay. Yeah, the burnt umber was a good choice, wasn't it? I've not used this in a while. And see, that's the thing. You don't have to. I may use Dixie Belle. I might use Milk Paints. I might use Folk Art, Waverly. The Crafter's, is it Crafter's Choice from Hobby Lobby? The Apple Barrel. Is it Apple Barrel Paints? I've got a little bit of all of it. And don't feel like you have to go out and, if you see somebody create something, for the most part, now there might be something that they're using that, of course, you can't copy or duplicate. I need, see, I'm one that uses 15 million paintbrushes. I'm trying to find a little skinny one so I can get that detail without getting it on my yellow. You can take what somebody does a lot of the times And if you've already got a color that's similar or a different brand that's similar, you don't have to go out and spend a boatload of money to create something. Don't let a price point or feeling like you can't go buy stop you from creating. You don't have to have Aldi modes. They're fun. They are really good quality. But I have got several of the Walmart or the Amazon ones. This is an Amazon one. And Aldi has one that's sunflowers. So just keep that in mind. You can create and do crafts and stuff, even if you have to be on a tighter budget at a certain time. So just remember that. I want to inspire you to create. Just a little bit more. And I see a little dab that I need a little bit more yellow. As it was drying up, I think it just, I'm not going to worry much about that though, because I can cover that with my wax, I think. So just a little bit. Pat, the spool holders, I'll just tell you real quick about it. Me and my husband started Woodworks before he got sick a couple weeks ago, and then he started having all these weird symptoms, and we smothered out about it a little bit, and it's just been an emotional roller coaster, and I started panicking out about it and thought we can't do it, but we want to do it, so we're going to do it a little bit different, so to take the pressure off of us. We make these and sell them. This is a 3-1. My husband makes them. And this is a 3-1. I painted this one black. I've got a 4-1 that's black. And I also am going to have 2s, the 2 spool. And what we're going to do, instead of me feeling like that I put it out there to have it for sale, and then if Greg's not feeling well and can't make them, and I've got orders in, we're in the process, as he's recuperating from being sick, we're going to make our products, and then we're going to put them in my shop. We wouldn't be back if we didn't love your talent. Oh, thank you. For sale. So like I may have 5 spool holders, and I'll post in my handmade shop on my page that I've got them. And then if people wants to buy them, they can buy them. And that way it takes the pressure off Greg. He has a lot of health problems. He's got fibromyalgia and arthritis and a bad back. That way it takes the pressure. I don't have people ordering stuff and then Greg having a bad week and with fibro and arthritis and just not able to do it. And then when he feels like making them, he's going to make them, and then I'm going to post them in my shop and have them for sale. I do think next week I will have several items for sale. For instance, the little shelf sitters, I made this with one that he did. So we're going to have different things for sale, but instead of me advertising, do you want to buy, we're going to wait until he produces them and has them in the shop, and then if you see them in the shop, they will be for sale. I think that will work better and take a little bit of pressure. Because when you're sick and you got health problems, especially fibromyalgia and arthritis, you don't know from one day to the next how you're going to feel. So that's the plan with that. All right. I accidentally got black on that. Yeah, just, I'll post when we're going to add stuff to the shop. But I do think he will have some spool holders in there next week. So, let me get my mind wrapped around this. So this, look what I just done. I just stuck it to my face. Okay. So I don't think I need, because we're not doing... Greg's laughing at me. Yeah, I don't need this no more. Have I got it off of me? Oh my goodness. Greg, stop laughing at me. All right. I think now would be a good time to put my apron on, since I've already got paint all over me. My husband's in here laughing at me, guys. Tell him to stop laughing at me. I don't want to get paint all over my shirt. So next, we're going to paint the board real quick. I love the sunflower. Is that not beautiful? All right. So I've got my milk paint mixed. I may not do the back of it because I've already took so long. And I can do it later. I need a better paintbrush than what I've got. Let's try this one. See, you tell him, Sylvia, he's not being nice to me. It stormed a little bit here today. How's your all's weather been? It came a good little thunderstorm and thundering and lightning. It didn't last very long. Hi, Gail. How are you today? I do want to get the sides so we'll be able to see it good, and then I can do the back later. I've been wanting to do a cutting board for a while, a project with it. I've got some of the smaller ones. Sun, cloudy, windy. 106 in the car to Hobby Lobby. Where are you from, Pat? I'm in southwestern Virginia on the Virginia-Kentucky line. I don't know how hot it got here today. I don't really know. And I think I mixed too much milk paint. I will have to use that. When you do your milk paint, you don't want to mix too much up because you can't save it. I'm in Grundy, Virginia, southwestern Virginia. South Florida. That explains things. My niece lives in Florida, but to be honest, I've not been there, and I don't remember what part of Florida she lives in. Hey, Rue, you went for a night swim? San Diego, 80s and 90s. Sebastian, Florida. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure what area my niece lives in. I can't remember. She moved there last year. I'm going to go in with a second coat. I'll do the handle waist. My comments are not scrolling. If anybody's commenting, I'm not seeing it. You can use the leftover paint for your crow. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about putting some paint on there so we can see it. It won't take but a minute to paint him up, I don't think. And I really hope I can get my other impression to let me make the crow. I'm going to try to get him cleaned out again, and because this big one ain't going to work. And when I order again, I think I want to get the small one. I think I ordered this medium and the large, but I think I need the little one too. So I may just order the medium and small. Okay. You're in Texas, Jamie? Fort Lauderdale, okay. Okay. Turn it around this way and do the handle, and then we're getting closer to getting it starting to put together. Yes, Deb, it's milk paint. And you mix it equal parts powder and water. You can go a little on the thicker or thinner side depending on your preference on what you're wanting to do. It does have a natural cracking ability to it. When I did my wood blocks with it last night, it cracked. And this little shelf center that I done, it naturally cracked. This, I'm not sure that it's going to do that as much. Okay. Let's see if I can do that. See, I'm so messy with all the paint brushes. I really am. I struggle with using too many of them. Trying to find a little one to get down in that hole. All right. Because I want you to be able to see it from the front. That'll work. Now let's let that dry up. I know I got it almost out of the view, but all I'm doing is drying the top of it where I put that little bit of paint. Okay. Let's throw some paint on him, even though I'm not using him. It won't take but a minute. That way we can see what he looks like. Again, you don't want to press down real hard because he's still pretty soft. My comments are not scrolling. We can at least lay him on there, even though he's going to be too big to kind of get an idea. I'll show you where I was planning on putting it. Don't want to get it on that, so let's move that over. Ain't he pretty? I want to at least get enough on it to see what he looks like. We'll let it be drying. The feet are very delicate on this. Very, very delicate. See, I'm already wanting another paintbrush. How many paintbrushes does a girl need? Rue, I don't know if you were here for when I had the mishap with the other mold. You'll have to go back and watch it. And I also painted my face. There was that. Greg's still laughing about that one. He's over there cackling at me. This one does not have a club foot. I'm trying to be real delicate on pushing down on the little nooks and crannies, but at the same time trying to get the coat on there as quick as I can. Stephanie said she heard you. Will it crack on the clay? You know what, Teresa? I do not know. I do not know. If it will crack on glass. Will it crack on clay? I don't know. And I don't know if Andrea, I don't think she's on here tonight. I don't know if she's ever used it on clay. I'm trying to see the nooks and crannies on the front of him. I think I'm going to just leave it. Enough of it's painted that we're going to be able to see what he looks like. I don't want to mash down too hard on him. And this paint will stay good until after the live and I can finish him up. But we'll let him dry. We can see what he looks like. So there's that. Yeah, he's sitting over here laughing at me. I don't think it's very funny. And it's just, you know, on wood, the milk paint sometimes cracks and sometimes it don't. I would have liked for it to have cracked on this a little more than it has. But it's not going to. You can add, I missed a little spot there. You can add wax, like a candle wax, under the milk paint to try to get it to crackle a little bit more. I mean, I'm okay that it didn't. I just wished it had a little bit. Okay. So now I want to go in sand off of it a little bit. All I'm doing is taking my little gator around the outside of it. Stacy, I'm new to it too, if you hadn't noticed. Might need to change my paper. There we go. I don't think I was pressing down hard enough. I want to get that pretty decent because I'm going to go in with the wax, which, you know, I know this is black and I'm not sure how that wax is going to do, but we'll see. I may just leave it like that. I don't know if I need to wax it or not. I kind of like that. And yes, I will paint the back of this. I'm one that has to finish the back of my projects. I can't handle it. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to get to do all this or not. So what my idea is, let's make sure he's dry because I want to lay him on there for a minute. Rue, I still got quite a bit more to do. I don't know if we can do it all or not. We'll see. This crow, for anybody that just hopped on, is too big for my project. I don't know what I've done with my other impression. This one, and two, he turns the opposite direction. This one turns this way. But basically, I want to put my smaller crow up here. And then my sunflower. It's just, this is just too big. See, he's bigger than the board. It ain't gonna work. He's too big. So, yeah, Tracy, I have to. Do you, Pat? So, I'm gonna pretend like that's my mold. And put my sunflower on here. Now, let's see here. Let's get some of this black off of me. Now, who else has somebody like your spouse that probably never in a million years thought that they would know anything to do with the crafting? But if you are a crafter, your spouse is a crafter. And when I was getting ready and prepping, I had an idea for, you know, how I wanted this to look. And I was showing Greg and asking him what he thought. And he helped me come up with this idea. I have molds that's leaves. The Aldi molds that's leaves, but they're kind of big, and I knew I wouldn't have enough time to cast all the different molds. So he asked me, he said, do you have a stencil that's leaves? And I said, you called out my name. They said, Mama, does her know you? Oh, you tell Logan and Paige I know them too. Hi, Logan and Paige. He said, do you have a stencil that's got leaves on it? And I'm like, well, let me go look and see. And guess what? I don't know how this is going to look, but we're going to do it. I've got this little chicken stencil. And see the leaves on the sides? I'm going to try my best. I just want a little leaf. So I'm going to lay this on here. Kind of where I want it. I still can't get that black off me. Who else is a messy painter? You think the big crow will work? Because I need to know that before I do the stencil. Hey, Andrea. I need to know on the big crow first. Now see, I was going to do a bow at the top, so keep that in mind. Andrea, I had a mishap with my cookie impression. My goal, let's go back. My original goal was to do something like this and have me a bow up here hanging down. And I'm going to stencil some leaves coming up the side. Okay? So, Andrew was just talking about you in the comments. Oh, okay. Yeah, we were. Just got home. Andrea, they want to know if milk paint will crackle on molds, on clay. So, this is what I want. And then I want to do the green leaves in stencils here. But this cookie impression is giving me trouble. So if you just hopped on or just to re-say what's going on here, that's what I want. I saw in the comments that somebody said they liked the big crow. Well, the big crow goes on the other side. And he's quite a bit bigger. So if I use the big crow, I'm going to have to scoot the sunflower over a little. See, he's too big. I can move that down. But he won't fit on the board. My hubby doesn't understand why I want to craft. He just don't get it. He just likes hunting. That's it. So yeah, I don't want to put him straight. I want him to be curved. And if I do it any other way, unless I go like that, I just don't think it's going to fit. Yeah, see, it's too big. All right, so back to plan A. I want to get that impression cookie cutter to work. One way or the other, if I have to just order me another one. So with that being said, the only way I know to do this is to put this down, put my sunflower on here, kind of lay my crow where I think I will want him. Because keep in mind, the crow will have to be added later. And then I'm going to move my stencil. I don't have a smaller sunflower that's going to work. I want to use this sunflower. So I'm going to take that off. And give me just a minute to think. So if I do that one there, and leave the sunflower right there, I'm going to try to pick this up without moving my sunflower. It will work. I think I can make it work. So what I'm going to do is line that up one more time where I think I want the stencil. And I think it'd be okay if the sunflower overlaps the stencil just a little bit. And if that's up there, give or take. I think it's, to be safe, I'm going to move the stencil over to give myself a little bit of room and square him up. That way I can tape it off. Milk paint will crackle on the molds. Okay, Andrea says it will. I've not tried it on the mold. I'm just trying my best to get that even. To hold it down. Thank you, Andrea. This is the foam clay that I've been using. Okay. We're going in with Secret Meadow by Folk Art. And it's not even opened yet. I think I can get it open like this. And I need to put some out. I'm really enjoying the stenciling as well. I have got, thank you. I have got several stencils. I'm also an affiliate with Lori with Farmhouse Stencil Shop. And that's what I've been playing around with my stencils. And I prefer to use the little dabber thing from the Dollar Tree. I'm trying to find a small one. Can you walk up there and get me a small dabber from where I washed them since you're in here? Greg's going to see if he can find me one, the little yellow-headed dabber. I mean, I probably could use this, but I think it's too big. Give me just a second. There's my sunflower. I like to use this. Offload is key when you're stenciling. Even if you have to go back in more than once. And you don't want to press down too hard. And since this is kind of primitive and rustic, my feelings wouldn't be hurt if some of the black shows through. I know I'm missing comments, and I will go back and read all of them, but I'm trying to make sure that I do this the way I want. I didn't think it through about stenciling on the other side. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do on that. Are you talking about the cookie cutter impression or the mold for the sunflower, Karen? The mold from the sunflower is this one. I have shared it in my links before. It comes from Amazon. I can show it again. The cookie impressions, cutter impressions for the crows is Crafty Man. That's where I got those at. This stencil came from Amazon. Some of the other stencils that I've been using a lot is Lori with the Farmhouse Stencil Shop. Okay. Yeah, he happened to get up and come through the house about the time I realized I didn't have it. Now I got to figure out, because I didn't think this through. I don't think it will bleed through. I need to hurry and figure this out, so let's lay that on there. I think it will be fine to just put on the other corner. Yeah, Stephanie, I'm enjoying them too. That's what this right here is. It's from Lori. I've been playing around with a lot of them that I got from her. Let's make sure. So there's that. Okay. I'm going to take a chance. You know what? Let's dry that up. Lord knows what my husband would have brought me. Oh, goodness. Now, this leaf idea here was Greg's idea. I'll give him credit. He's the one, when I told him I needed to do leaves on here as well. Trying to. And I told him, I said, I don't know if I'll have enough time or if I'll have the right mold for the leaf. And he said, do you have a stencil? And I'm like, look at you, Mr. Crafter. That's not wanting to stick, but I may have to hold that one. I think that'll work. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, but hey, we're going to find out, right? Offload to offload on your paint. And I don't want the flowers on this, I just want the leaves. You don't want to press down too firm because it can cause it to bleed through. I hope I didn't have too much paint on that. We will find out. Oh, Deb, I don't know if I could talk him into that or not. He about had a meltdown when I asked him to go on the front porch for our woodworks. He's like, I don't know about that. And my son said the same thing. He's like, Mom, no offense, but I don't think he enjoyed that very bit. So I've got me some water in a bucket over here to go ahead and put the stencil down in. Because you do not want to have to clean that after it dries. Okay. I wished I had the crow. I'm really sorry about the crow. I do need... Glad I saved my little paintbrushes. I don't like that black on that at all. Okay. Greg, they're wanting you to craft with me. What do you think? So I'm using this where I can't do this casting right now. Hi, Debbie, to kind of give me an idea of where it's going to go when I do get ready. And see, the flower's got a little bit longer leaves on it in certain places, so I'm trying to decide when I do the crow how I want to place it. I think I'm going to come down like that to give me a little room. I think that works. I think I like that. All right, so I just asked my hubby if he knew what a sponge dapper was in the craft world. He looked at me like a deer in the headlights, so no, he doesn't. Oh, Jamie, that's funny. That is funny. Greg's learned a lot of terminology this past year. So... I lost my little lid to my Type Bond, so I've got a paper towel down in that. I think I can lay that like that. You know what? Let's stop right there and get rid of this because I don't need it. I'm the messiest crafter I have to be the messiest crafter out there. think Greg needs to face his fear. What do y'all think? I had this turned upside down, but it still ain't wanting to come out. Thank you, Tammy. I'm sorry it takes me 3 days to do anything. All right. This is just so lightweight. So I'm going to put my little crow back up there. Place this. I'm going to mash down around the corners, the outside edges. I didn't use any hot glue. I really don't know if I should have. I don't do lives either. Well, now, Tammy, you could do a live. You could. I think my son was very surprised that I chose to do this. Not because, I mean, he knows I'm not shy, but he was just like, there ain't no way that I would do that. Trying to, I've got a little bit of glue. I know that dries clear, but I'm just trying to get that off a little bit. All right. I wish my crow was on there. Pretend my crow's on there. My black crow. He's going to be perched up here. What do you think? I like the color combo. So, what are we going to use for our little bow? I have got, don't forget we're having a giveaway. We're going to do a drawing for a giveaway real soon. It's going to be on the live, okay? It's going to be on the live. All right. So, we're going neutral. And I do think I need to wax it a little bit. I'm not sure about that. Thank you, Stacy. But I've got, of course, my go-tos on my fabric. And then I've got both colors of the muslin. And I've got cheesecloth. You gonna make me one of those? Sure, I might make you one of those. So let's start my bow. I'm really disappointed about my crow. Really, really disappointed about the crow. No, I know I had my scissors laying here somewhere. I've covered them up. I thought he looked pretty calm on the porch. Well, my son said he looked like he would rather be having maybe like at the dentist office or something. You know how if you know somebody you can tell? He said, Mom, Dad did not enjoy that. Where did you find a crow mold? Christina, hi Christina, it is a cookie impression. It's not a mold per se. It is, I don't know what I've done with it. This is the big one. It's a cookie impression. And you use the foam clay. Well, Devonna, this one's backwards. See, it's a cookie impression. And I got them from Crafty Ma'am. Yeah, Carrie, I don't know if I can fix it or not. I may have to order me another one. Because I do like it well enough to order me another one. So what do y'all think? Put a bow at the top That's what we're going to do and see what it looks like. I don't think it needs to be real big. I'm not sure I want it real big, so I think I'm going to go just like one round on each strip that I do. Yes, Crafty Man. That's correct. And they come in different sizes, and I kind of need the small one anyway, so I may just have to order. Yeah, I'm going to work on the crow, and I can add it. That's why I did everything around where the crow would lay, and I'll add the crow later. So let's go in with some coffee stain muslin. This is all I got left. I need to coffee stain me some more. Thank you, Debbie. Yeah, I've been on a lot this week. I don't have any events this week. I had, stepped back there a little bit and lost my spots, which is okay. I can go live on my page whenever I want. But I ended up doing the fill-ins last week. I got to do that, so I was happy about that. So unless I get to do a fill-in, do you have any yellow fabric? I do. Do I need to use yellow fabric, Jamie? Do y'all care if I step away from the camera just a little bit? Give me just 1 second. Look at what I got. Do you think that'll work to put one strip of the yellow in with the browns and the muslin? I forgot that I had this. So let's cut a strip of this. This comes from the Hobby Lobby. I don't have any green. Do I? Guys, I can't keep stepping away from the camera, but green would be pretty, wouldn't it? Did I buy green when I bought that? I don't have any green ribbon. Let's think on it just a second. I have got that green and that green. That's the only greens I've. Let's see. Do I have I've got, yeah, this green. This green. That will work. Is this going to be too much with the brown? Somebody give me, let's before I tie the bow, let's look at this closer. So use all of them that I've got. I've got the tan and black homespun, the coffee stain muslin, yellow, and the green. I kind of ripped that a little weird. Don't use this green. What do y'all think? I'm not sure about that. That's a lot of different fabrics. See, I'm not good with florals and deciding fabrics. What do y'all think? No, it's good all together. You think all of these? I mean, it's just a bow. If I don't glue it on, I can always change it, right? I'm going to do the green twice because I feel like it's thinner and it's not showing as good. And to be honest, I'm not liking this one. I think I'm going to go back to this one. Thank you, Beth. You think I'm the green? Well, let's see, and then we'll. I can always take it back apart. I actually think I want to do one more to soften it up. And then we'll see what it looks like. I kind of like the green. It's not that much. I cut that a little thick. Let's try that again. See, I just throw everything in the floor beside of me. This ended up being bigger than I planned on. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but we're going to see. Let's see what it looks like when we tie it up, okay? Well, that string is messing me up. Okay, what time is it? I've been on here almost 2 hours. Well, I'm finishing this bow up. Let's go ahead and do our drawing. You all be thinking, okay? What I decided to do instead of, and I do appreciate y'all sharing me out, sprinkling me out. Instead of me doing a drawing for that, I'm going to do a drawing for just a little game. So what I would like you to do is to be thinking of a number between 1 and 100. 1 and 100. And I got Greg involved in it. And he wrote it down on a piece of paper. I have no idea what the number is. Okay? Be safe, Tammy. For your, I hate that you're getting a storm. All right. I want to make sure you have the black check as well. Well, I've got the smaller black check. There's 2 of them in there. See, I've got this one. Do you think I need to use the thicker one too? We can put one of those on there as well, on top. So be thinking of a number between 1 and 100. And when I say go, then you can start posting them. And I'm going to look, and when I see whoever gets the closest to the number, regardless of whether you go over or under, on my end, who I see will win, okay? Don't do the number yet, Debbie. Let me see here. Jamie, don't do the numbers yet. Don't do the numbers yet. Give me just a minute, okay? Don't do the numbers yet, guys. Y'all already have. We're going to start from right now, okay? Somebody type a green go or a green heart or something. That's going to be the start. Somebody, whoever wants to put me a green. Let's see, who's on here? Jamie, do me a green. Something green. When Jamie does a green heart or whatever, that'll be the start. And then whatever, and then after that, and then the first one we see. Can you see my comment, Gail? No, I did not. I'll go back and look for it. Jamie, do something green in the comments to start it for the go. I've never done this game, so I may be doing it wrong. I just want to be fair in doing it. So the green light. Somebody give me the green light to start comments. And it's whoever after the green. Okay, Tammy did the green. Start going. 1 to 100. Okay. And if I can't figure this out while we're on here, we will. Tracy's at 55. Stephanie's 58. 74. Okay, so let's do it for a minute, and then I want Tammy do the stop when the minute's up. Let's give it like 30 more seconds. I didn't plan this very well, did I? And then whoever's got it in between the green and the red wins. So give it about 20 more seconds. I probably didn't do this right. I'm sorry. 10, 9. Go ahead and put the stop in, Tammy. When I see the stop, I'm going to scroll back and see who got the closest to the number. I just thought this might be easier than me trying to tally the sprinkles. I'm looking for the stop from Tammy. Come on, Tammy. I don't see anybody hitting it right on the head just yet, but I'm looking for the stop. Somebody put the stop in. I don't see the stop. Stop, stop, somebody stop. Rue, it can't be 109, it's 1 to 100. Did anybody put the stop in? Greg, you could have put it. Okay, Tammy, you did the stop. Okay, stop commenting. Let me scroll back on my end to make it fair on my end. All the way back to the very first person, the green light Jamie. Okay, going in order on mine, the number is 64. And on my end, Rue's at 52, 99, 56. Greg, help me know who's the closest. 78, 52, 52, 60, 50. Tammy's pretty close there. Well, no, Rue would have been closer at 56. 82, 85, 45, 97, 60. Tanya?
I think Deb was closer. Deb something.
Rue's at 66. Stacy's at 67. So far, Stacy's got it. Stacy and Ginger both are at 67, but Stacy's comment came first. Who did you see, Greg? What was Stacy's number?
Tanya's 66.
Okay, hang on a minute. Tanya's 66. Mm-hmm. So Tanya, is she the first 66? Let me look one more time. Tanya's winning so far at 66.
Yeah, when he gets to the stop, she's the first one, but she's closest to it.
Okay. You have to go by what's on my screen, Greg.
Okay.
So, Tanya, you win. You're the closest before the stop, and you got, it's the number 64, and you're 66. 66. Wait a second. No, Greg. It's got to be the closest overs or under. This game is hard. I want to be fair. Okay, let's go back one more time because I was looking at the over, but the under Rue is at 60. That's closer. No, it ain't. 64. Lord have mercies.
66 is close.
Tanya wins. Sorry, Rue. You're under, but I said under or over. So Tanya Rowe wins. She wins the gift bag of goodies, and you can use the burlap bag to craft, and it's full of crafting supplies. Sylvia supplied us with the burlap bag and the cheesecloth. So I do thank her for that. And next time I'll come up with a better game. I just thought this would be easier. But Tracy, I have to go on my end. Let me look and make sure Tracy thinks she won. Let me look on my end one more time. I want to be fair. And anytime you do this, it has to be in between on my side, the green and the red. So let's scroll all the way back. I just thought this might be easier than I can't see your comment. I see Tanya's at 66 was the first one on my end that was before the stop. It's the way it lags. Everybody's comments are different. I do apologize. You're seeing something different on your end, Tracy. If I look and scroll back in my order, on which I'm looking, and it's a Tanya on my end. I think it's just the lag. Yeah, on my end, it's a Tanya that's first. So Miss Tanya wins. Congratulations. It's just hard sometimes when you do the sprinkle, and then you have to go back and tally everybody that sprinkled. And if your settings are private, sometimes it don't show. So I thought I would do something different. But that was a little bit hard too, wasn't it? I appreciate all of you, and I wish I could give all of you a gift. All right. What do you think of the bow? I'm not going to cut that off yet because I want to see. I like all the colors. I think they're pretty. Okay. Yeah, I never saw the 65 either, Tammy. I was trying to go back and look. I didn't see it either, but I know how Facebook lags. And when you do anything like that, it's sometimes hard. Everybody's not seeing the same thing, and it can be hard. And I want to be fair about doing it. I do think I will do a star. Let's pretend like my crow's on there. We're almost done, guys. Thank you for hanging with me. I don't think I tied that tight enough on my bow. I got distracted. So we're gonna just, I don't think I'm gonna glue it on there because I think the bow needs to be tied up just a little bit tighter. You know, I guess I could go in with another string and tie it tighter instead of taking that apart. Let me try that real quick. I hope you've been inspired to do something different outside of your comfort zone. I had some mishaps early on, but I kept going. And that's what it's all about. As long as you have a good time, it's the most important part. So I'm going to put that on there. I may have to trim this once I put my crow. I like the color combo of the green and the yellow and the black. I need glue stick. Trying to get all my colors to show. I'm not the best bow maker. I feel like I do better than I used to. Thank you, Tracy. It's just hard with the lag. I was just trying to do something different. You know, on the giveaway thing. It's just hard to know sometimes how to do it. I'll have to kind of research and maybe I can come up with something a little bit easier. That definitely needs cut. We're going to pretend the crow's black, and I've not waxed it, but I am going to wax this up a little bit before I post it, but I know you all are getting tired. It does need some wax on it, and I need to figure out how to do my bow, not to hide my crow. Maybe like that. Yes, Tasha, I've been along with this time. So pretend like your crow's black. What do you think? We do need to wax it. I think I'm going to go in with wax a little bit on the sunflower and maybe on top of the green just a little bit and around the edges. But that's what it's going to look like when we get done. Thank you all for hanging with me. I like it. I like that we used the stencil. Thank you, Greg, for the stencil. That was Greg's doing. And then this is the foam clay. And then we got our cutting board and our bow. And then I need to do my other crow. Thank you, guys. Thank you for hanging with me. I appreciate it so much. I hope you guys have a great, which it's time for bed now, right? And good day tomorrow. Thank you, Gail. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Marcella, I hope you enjoyed it a little bit. I hope you come back. Thank you, guys. Y'all have a great night, and I will post next week if I'm going to go live one night. I'm not in any events, so I may go live one night this week. If not, I will see you next Saturday night, and I love and appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for joining me tonight.